Hey, everyone. It is the Let's Get Loud podcast. And today it is not J and A, it is J and AK. Oh my God. Je me trouve blame, moi.
It's
So
all
it is
good.
me and Andre Claude today. Andre Claude's already been on our podcast and telling us all about her story. So if you want to go dive deep into Andre Claude's story, there is a full podcast on her story. But today we're just gonna catch up a little bit on the time that Alicia and I spent in Truro, which is where Andre Claude is residing. I don't say that's where you're from. You're from Dieppe. You're from
I'm
here.
from Dieppe. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm from
exactly.
New
But
Brunswick and
yeah,
big Acadian at heart, but yes, living in Truro
living in Truro
for
and
12 years now.
12 years. That's like it's
They have adopted me.
um so anyway, so we were invited to do, I don't want to say presentation, but just like a chat, like a I want to say so, an event of some sort.
Your thing, yes.
What?
You did your thing.
I did my thing,
It
exactly.
was
I
highly
don't even like
anticipated.
labels. I don't even want to label what we do. What a struggle. So yeah, we were there and Audrey Claude was there, of course, and so many wonderful women. So that was amazing. So we're gonna talk about that. And then we're gonna talk about her new role at Your Weight Loss and something we launched on that night in Truro, and that it starts today, May 27th. So hello.
Hello.
Ha.
I'm so happy.
Wasn't it just amazing? The Truro thing, like Alicia and I were like on it's like sometimes we there's not negativity, but we're like, that one part or whatever, nothing. We felt like it was 10 on 10.
It was 10 on 10. I think so too. And I've had great comments from it, like after.
Yay.
People loved it. A lot of people connected with you, Jose, saying that you would like to be the what was it, the ex-husband, or what is it, the stepdad or
The divorced husband.
divorced husband. A lot of people connected with that. They were like, this is me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so I found my people. They're in Truro.
they are in Truro. And they loved your energy and they loved what you guys had to say. And they were very curious about it all.
Oh, yes. Okay. No, I felt like the crowd was good, the energy, the vibe. Like I had a speaking gig yesterday and I felt the same in the room. Like it's like I feel it when I'm there sometimes. And sometimes it's just me as well that I'm like, were they into it? Were they not? But I had no doubt in Truro that they felt good. And when we are invited to these speaking things, it's the goal at the end is you feel something. You have
Right.
you weren't like, is it over or whatever? Like you feel like, okay, I want to continue this conversation. I want to have more of that. Whatever this feeling is, it feels good. And, I feel like we don't have a lot of that available to us, although it's at your weight loss. But that I truly believe that sometimes you have to have that initial talk that gets you that feeling. And then you're like, oh, I want more of that. But then you have to act, right? So you have to
Yes.
go home, you have to join, you have to be like, okay, I want more of that conversation. I mean, I feel like I'm quick on that, but again, I do feel like there's so much work to be done in our culture and women. And they're like, oh yeah, but like they felt
Mhm.
good and they wanted it, but it's like, not now, not the right time. And I think it's diet culture that kind of well, it's, summer's coming. And I'm like, don't let that come in. Like
No.
challenge that belief.
Yeah, and we get that moment, like somebody maybe saw you on Thursday and when you came to Truro and had the moment of, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I need. But yeah, it's definitely the action part of
Yeah.
taking control
Yeah.
and what will people think if I join another diet,
Yeah.
because they don't know everything that Your Weight Loss has to offer. But yeah, it is scary, that unknown.
I think
But
women
sometimes
need,
just like 1, 2, 3, go, as you say.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. That's like my new thing.
Mhm.
I just feel like sometimes we need a little bit more confidence in our ability to succeed. Like it's like I think that's what women need. Like it's not confidence like I look good and I feel good. It's not like that. It's like moi aussi je peux là. Like
Mhm.
je suis quelqu'un. Like I can do that too.
Mhm.
But honestly, I think that the diet industry has fucked us up a little bit. Women, I think it's just it's allowed us to feel almost incompetent
Mhm.
in that part of our lives, and now with the cultural responsibilities and all the hats that women wear, It's like women empowerment, but you're still a wife and a mom and you have to do all this shit. And I'm like, well, which one? Because I think it does a lot of this. It's like women
Mhm.
empowerment, women in business. Women are no longer staying at home all day. We work, we have to work, we have to help pay bills now.
Mhm.
So
And I
what,
think we doubt ourselves on our role as women because we have this new role, but we also have society telling us
the old
that
role?
we the old role. So we doubt ourselves. We don't know where to put ourselves in
Yeah.
all of this.
I see. I like what you're saying. Like, it's like we know we have this new role and and especially, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this whole, and this goes well with what you said. So, what Audrey is talking about when I said divorced dad is that I think is my spirit animal. I'm like, love to be a divorced dad. It looks fun. But anyways, I think the other part of what our culture, where it's going a little bit, or this movement of the women that's like independent. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that, because I'm like, fuck being independent. I need to be inconvenient. I need help. I need
I need to ask
resources.
for help. Yep.
I need to like I need resources. I need people to help me do all the things that I want to do. So I feel like independence almost like do things by yourself. And I'm not a big fan of that. Like that's
And we
not,
say that, and then in the same breath, we always say it takes a village.
yeah. And then we wonder why women feel stretched, stressed, not enough, not capable, not entirely satisfied, like,
Mhm.
not thriving, just kind of existing, but really not existing, but existing in a way that society likes us to exist.
Yes.
So anyways, I loved our conversation on Thursday, and I could tell that the crowd loved it. I could
I think
tell.
it was refreshing for them.
Yeah.
We hear it. We're in the Your Way With Us program. We hear it. Yeah, world. We hear it. We know all this, but yeah, I think it was very refreshing for these
Yeah.
people who
Which
have
obviously makes me feel
heard it.
so good, because I'm like, I know that my approach, or this presentation, or this topic, is not
Mhm.
for everyone, because not everyone might be feeling the way I felt, let's say 5 years ago, where I'm like, is this it? Like, where the fuck are my needs? Like, where,
Mhm.
like, I don't want to do this. What happens to me? Like, I don't fit the typical wife, mom vibe. So what happens to me? Right. And so I know not everyone feels that way. And I always am so open to like, if having children and having that hat is your full identity, and you're just like fully in love with that role and everything that like that typical societal look bad, good. Like you
Right.
feel
Mhm.
fulfilled. But when you're complaining a lot and you just don't feel like you're actually important, well, there's another space, door
Yes.
number 3. You know what I mean? Like this
Exactly.
way. So I do see that more and more people like this conversation, which means, okay, I'm not alone. They're in true role.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I really heard it loud and clear.
That's good. And the presentation I was doing yesterday, someone wrote in the review, she said, you made me feel like realize I'm an individual. Like my worth as an individual, like ta personne, là. We
Mhm.
say like ta personne, pas ta
As a
famille,
mom, as a
yeah, like you as a person. We tend to like, I don't know, as we adult, we tend to forget like our own needs, that like I exist as well. And who
mhm.
was I, and who would I be if I didn't have all of these responsibilities, roles, hats that were like kind of put on me
Pressures, yeah.
by our cultural way, you know?
Mhm.
I can love this conversation
Interesting.
today. I love it so much. Okay. So let's talk about, so that night, you guys, we announced that AK was going to how can I say it? Like develop her role as a coach at Your Weight Loss. So
Mhm.
Audrey has been working with us for about 8 months, 9 months now.
Yep.
And she's been really starting a lot of conversations on our sneak peek group. So if you're on the sneak peek group, maybe you've talked to Andre Claude, maybe she's reached out to you. If you join our sneak peek group, she sends you a message. Hey, I'm Andre Claude.
Yes.
So she started conversations, and Andre Claude, you've been a member of Your Weight Loss now for
For almost 7 years, going on 7.
7 years. Okay, you guys, like c'est quelque chose. Elle a son diplôme.
I have a master's degree in it.
Yeah, it's a long course. A degree, a 7-year degree. But for real, like the her post, her language, everything, we knew she was ready. And as we were heading to Truro, I'm like, I'd really like to give an opportunity for people from that area, but also anyone that has been connected to her story and connected to her. to come on in and have that moment with her as a coach, so
Mm.
what does that look like? What does that look like is what people are asking. And honestly, it's to allow André Claude to kind of like ease into the role of, okay, what it's like to have these people and coach them through the Your Way weight loss program. So what can they expect if they join
Yeah.
12 weeks with AK?
Yes, it's really like a startup, how to get started with your weight loss.
Yeah,
We often hear that people will join and be like, "Whoa, so much information, but where do I go? How do I use it? Where do I start?" So it's really for someone who's looking for, to start your weight loss and start it right. And I
yeah,
will give you a little homework though, so you will have things to do. Um, and it's also, I'm already having conversation with people who have joined, even though it's only starting today on May 27. Today we're a bit early recording this,
yeah,
having conversation on, but how did I do it? How did I start? People want to hear how I did it. Of course, it's not going to be the same for everyone, but I'm so ready to coach people on taking them where they are and then bringing them where
yeah.
they want to be, helping
Using the
them.
Your Weight Loss content that they have
Yes.
access to. So it's like,
Mm.
it's a guided journey. We called it a guided
Yes.
journey. You're guided by André Claude. Okay, so the person joins, they get a message from you, right? They would get an
Hmm.
email, and then they would get a message from you, and you're putting them in like a Facebook DM.
Yeah,
Uh,
so basically you will get a video from me and a message, bonus, a video. And I need to learn more about you, of course. What are your goals? What is success for you? Like after these 12 weeks, what will it look like for you to feel success? And also I don't know, just a bit more about you. There's questions that I ask. And then after that, you'll be put into a chat depending on your answers that you gave me. And that's where it will start. So it's really 2 week of intensive, more not work because it's going to be fun,
no, but guidance, I would
but
say.
guidance
Yeah.
and things you have to do and reflections and all that that I'm going to invite you to have. And then after that, it's the rest of the 10 week is going to be a weekly and more. I know myself, it's going to be more than a weekly, probably
Update.
touch base update because I just love talking to people. So I will definitely hop into the chats and any reflection that I'm even having, I will share and hopefully keep the communication going and the coaching going.
I think it'll be so good to connect, like to stay connected to that group. So the people that join, they're gonna basically be a part of that program for 12 weeks. And also just FYI, anyone that joins that program, you're a part of your weight loss. So you just get
Yes.
that extra like little feel on the side. So that's what she said, it's an opportunity for your startup to be a little bit more hand holding.
Mm-hmm.
But you have access to your weight loss. She's pointing you in the right directions.
That's right. And where to find things and yeah, and how to use the tools and all that.
Yes. Yeah. And we have some really fun things coming that you don't even know about André Claude.
No.
But summer is a good time to kind of probably shift and adjust how you're going to stay connected. It's going to look different. And just having a group, just having someone to talk to and to stay connected to, just that is going to be powerful, like valuable in the summer.
Yes, and I think it's going to be very powerful too of new members helping each other because
Yeah.
they will be chatting together also.
Yeah.
And that can be very powerful because you see that you are not alone in this
Yeah.
boat. There's a
So this
lot
would
of
be a
people.
perfect way to start your weight loss. Let's say you've never done your weight loss, you've been flirting with it. This might be your cue, your trigger to be like, okay, like I'd love to have say come an extra opportunity that
Oh,
typically wouldn't get. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Or
that's
someone that
often
hasn't
the
been to
comment.
your weight loss for a long time.
Exactly. No, I think it's a great way to get into it. Definitely, if there would have been this when I started,
Yeah.
like I would have loved that. Like,
Oh my God.
oh,
Oh my God.
great. Because I
It
love
has
being a
changed
student.
since you started. Whew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it
even
has
just like
changed.
right now, I mean, when they join, they don't get you, they don't get a you, but they
Mhm.
get a video from Alicia, and it's like the
Yes.
starter checklist. So it's just gonna be like that little extra, and it's us celebrating that André Claude is on board, that she is working hard with us, and she's amazing. And I think that there's also that connection that they could have with you and your story,
100%. And they
just
might find an accountability buddy in that chat too. We never know, right?
Yeah, and what that should look like you'll
Mhm.
guide them to like what that looks like to have an accountability buddy,
Yes.
the expectations on yourself versus others, and like
Mm,
because we often have an idea of what we think it should look like to have an accountability buddy, but it probably is not what you think, you
no.
guys. It is not them checking on you.
Absolutely not. It's you checking in on yourself, but telling
Right.
someone.
Yeah, exactly. That's really it. It's just you having standards for yourself to check in and having someone to do that with. I have an accountability buddy, but she doesn't ask me what's up. You know, she actually sends me her shit and then I'm like, "Oh, right." And then I send her my shit. And then it's just for me. It's me to stay connected to me. So, anyways,
Yep.
really important to know that we are starting today. We're going to leave it open for a couple days. So, today, tomorrow, you guys, but we want to take today to just explain what it was going to be like. So you join, you get a message and then a video with her beautiful face.
Yes.
And then she's going to ask you a few questions to learn more about you. And then you're ready to roll. You're ready to
That's
roll.
right. And you don't need groceries.
No.
Let's put it out there. You don't need to wait. I know today is Monday, but you did not need to wait until Monday. Because it's summer, it doesn't change a thing. Your weight loss will be the same after summer as it is before summer.
Yes, because it's
I mean,
not
there's
about
no
that.
better time.
No
There's
better
never a
time.
better time. I mean, right? I
Yeah.
joined, I think, a few days before Christmas when I joined 7 years ago. Why? I do not know.
Listen, when you're ready, fuck the day, lo.
That's
Does
right.
it really matter? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you, I think it's this time in your life where you're like, okay, like this speaks to me. And I always say this, like, if you feel curious about something, that is your intuition telling you,
Yes,
I
that's your
should
gut.
try it.
Mhm.
Stop convincing yourself not to do it.
Yeah,
That's
that's your
that's your
brain
thinking
saying it's
mind.
gonna be hard, it's gonna be, but it could
Yeah.
also, like for me, be the most amazing
Mhm.
thing
If
that you might do.
Yes. And if you don't challenge your thinking mind, and your thinking mind is that thought
Yep,
that comes from how you grew up or culture or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm gonna, or even history or baggage.
yep.
It's the way that it typically thinks and how it keeps you safe. But
Mhm,
listen, safe and comfortable does not get you the incredible life or results or success that you're wanting and kind of
mhm.
romanticizing about. You will have to challenge those thoughts and say, well, fuck it. No, I'm going to try it and see. And there's no failing, and be ready for different. Be
Yes,
ready for different.
mhm,
Like Andre
100%.
said, she's not going to be like sending you your grocery list and you know what we're going to be eating. Like the things that she's going to tell you to do is going to be that you're a weight loss way. So day one, this is where we start. These are the videos you need to watch. This is the
Yep,
content you need to know, you know? Yeah.
mhm. It's your homework, and you will have to work.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting it in quotation mark.
I mean,
There's
if you want
something you
cheat
have to
meal, you have
do.
to
I
work.
mean,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
also think that doing groceries and following an exact recipe is also a lot of work that they would never do.
Sucks. Sucks ass. Literally, you guys, that's why this is all invented. This whole year weight loss thing is because I was not the typical female wanting to do these things to lose weight, but I wanted to lose weight. So I'm like, shit, like this is it. This is all you can offer me.
Right.
Absolutely not. Like there must be another way. And I think that that's what we're not asking enough. Like we're not, it's not confidence. It's more like, I was very confident in my ability to figure this out
Right.
without these things. Cause I'm like, I was like open and aware of like, well, these people aren't living in a bigger body and they eat pizza. So
Mhm.
that seems odd to me that I can't, you know?
Right.
So I was asking questions, and I think that you should be asking questions as well and kind of being more curious, right?
Yep.
About different ways to live your life. Oh my God. There's so much we could say. Okay.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, if you're curious, this is your cue. Just,
okay.
just
Anything
join
else you
it.
want to say before we say goodbye? We're gonna add the link to
Perfect.
joining again. Like it's gonna stay open for like today, tomorrow, but then like it needs to close because we started, so we don't want you to
Yep.
be too behind. And if this got you like, oh man, is this my time? Like I know Andre Claude, or I really
Yeah.
liked your
And,
story. Yeah.
and it's 12 weeks. Like
Who's good?
uh, 12 weeks in your whole life. Try it.
Yes.
Like
You
really.
you lived 12 weeks in a body that you felt like shit in. Let's be real.
100%. Yep.
So how about we try not to feel like shit for 12 weeks? Like that's
Yep.
it. That's all it's not about like a massive weight loss or
No. No.
you just want to quickly share physical results and just results, like quick results update from Andre Claude.
That I've had.
Yeah, like
in my life.
inspire them if they didn't watch
Yeah,
the other
yeah. Well,
one.
I mean, I was overweight, as I said in my, I don't know if you guys, if you go on the website, you'll see my little bio. I was
Right.
overweight at a very young age, and in kindergarten, I remembered still a kid that said, "Oh, I'm not inviting you to my birthday party because I'm scared you're going to break the
Chair.
chairs." So, you know, I was definitely overweight, lost some weight in high school, then gained it again. Then that was another weight loss program. And then I went to university, overweight. And then in my master degree, we had to work on something that was preventing us on helping others because I did in guidance counseling. And I decided to work on weight loss because I wasn't comfortable in my body. So how can I help somebody, let's say, that came to me for that same problem kind of thing. And so I lost more weight then. And then I had twins that were 8 pounds each. And I was sitting, I think, after the twins and all that, maybe at 210. I was 250 before, like in university, but then 210 by the time I had kids. And I joined Your Way Weight Loss, and it has brought me a weight. I'm now, what do I weigh?
It doesn't matter what you weigh.
138, 140, whatever.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter, no, because
Yeah.
as you always say,
Lost
and I
about
try,
70 pounds. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I try to
60 pounds.
repeat always that it has not, like, you have to do it in a way that it doesn't suck, because right now I am not losing weight anymore. I haven't been losing weight for what, 2 years now, maybe 3.
Yeah.
So imagine if I was doing it like white knuckling it.
Mhm.
There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
So it's really just finding your way through all of this and making it work for your life.
So you
And
just said that you haven't lost weight in 2, 3 years, which means you've chosen to be a part of your weight loss, even when the weight loss part was done.
yes,
Maybe
of
just like
course.
quickly talk about the fact, and guys, that like AK is not the only one. Like tons of people are with us long after the weight that they wanted to lose is gone. So what would you say is different about your weight loss than the typical weight loss program that once you're done losing the weight, you're like, peace out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not about weight loss. I think that's why.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
I'm thriving in my life because of your weight loss. A big part of it because I learn things and I learn how to put myself on the priority list and why I want that and why I'm chasing the things I'm chasing. I don't even know. I mean, I could go on and on and on
Yeah. It's
about
the
it, but yeah,
coaching
it's
sessions. Yeah, they're
the
more
coaching
about,
session,
yeah.
everything. And even if they would be like the other day, it was about nighttime eating, I think, with Alicia. Even if it's about nighttime eating, I still get something out of it that is not related to weight loss because
It's
it's
the
all about mindset.
conversation.
Yes.
The conversation keeps you like connected to that topic.
Yes.
It's like people don't understand. I'm like, no, it's like having a connection with someone. Like I'm always gonna have a coach and a mentor because it keeps the
Right.
conversation alive about business, about myself, about whatever. So
Yes.
it's not like, okay, I had this, like if I go from one topic, I go to like one coach, I'm like, oh, that coach didn't really like speak to me. I'm gonna go to the next one. But I always need a conversation,
That's
right?
right.
You know, so
Yeah,
um,
and yeah, and it's oh, I lost my train of thoughts. Anyways,
sorry.
I was thinking just about the that it's not weight loss. It's fine. I can't remember.
Maybe
It'll
it'll
come back. Yeah.
but no, you guys, the focus is about you being important in your life, and that the byproduct can be weight loss and you learning as well, like that all the bullshit you learned in the diet industry was the actual bullshit. You can eat actually whatever you want. Like there's
Yes.
nothing off the table, that you have access to weight loss. And like she said, that it doesn't have to suck, and it shouldn't. You should be the boss. But I understand that you're listening to this and it sounds like rainbows and butterflies, and we're not saying it is. We're just
No.
saying it's a completely different way. And you do have to come in saying, well, that sounds like something I want to learn more about,
Right.
you
And
know?
I'm not that this is what I wanted to say. I'm not staying because I'm scared of weight gain.
Mm,
That is like it's not because like let's say with another diet I might stay on it because oh well if I stop I'm gonna gain.
right.
It's not that at all. I have like no fear about that because I've
Imagine the
healed my really
confidence in your ability to maintain
yes.
weight.
And I've healed my relationship with food. Like I know all of that is fine. So it's not because of that. It's because I still have things to learn. And this community brings me so much and helps me thrive. So why stop that? Why stop
Yeah.
that coaching?
And that's just the beauty of it. We've always said adjusting is like the most amazing ability that you can develop in your life. Adjusting emotions, adjusting expectations, adjusting goals, like being able to adjust keeps the emotional maturity calm and less stress, and you see more your opportunities and whatever. And I think that the program is so well set up because it's your way. And if you really take in the content and you get it, that
Mhm.
like even when you're done losing weight, you can adjust your content taking for it to be
Mhm.
valuable to you. Like it's like kind of interesting how
Yeah.
it all plays out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for being here again. We always
Yes.
appreciate
We'll
you.
see.
We are so happy you're a part of our team
I'm
now.
very excited.
We love you so much. So with that being said, everyone, all the links are attached here. Maybe you want to call a friend and be like, there's this thing and I think I want to try it, but I feel more comfortable if you were in the group with me. Like,
Yeah.
and say that to Andre Claude when you talk to her. Hey, my friend Joanne joined at the same time. Can we
Yeah.
be in the same group? Like,
Absolutely.
so I think sometimes we have our own little things that make us feel a little bit more in our comfort zone, even if
Hmm.
we're going out of it. But guys, you have access to whatever you want. You're just blinded by life and cultural demands. And
Expectations. Yeah.
yeah, no, you need to be like, okay, I'm curious about this. 1, 2, 3, go. And I'm gonna try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. 12 weeks of your life. You
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I'm so confident and so sure about like what we do at Your Weight Loss, and I'm like, there is value, and I know it.
Uh-huh.
And so that's where I'm at a place right now. I'm like, no, we can change your life. Like I
Hmm.
know now. It's been 12
Yes.
years. Like that's what we've been doing for 12 years. Like
Yeah,
it
you've seen it
works.
over and over again happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So have a
All
great day,
right.
everyone. Have a great day, Andre Claude. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.